Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I have a throwback loadout to show. This is my favorite loadout to run during Lightfall. Obviously back then there was tons of great Peacekeeper Titans running around, really popping off with like Immortal, Cloud Strike, Terabo was really good. Really the meta was that SMG Cloud Strike combo, but some of the better players found out that Strand Hunter was really good. Not in the typical way where people run around with additional like crazy movement. Like the typically someone like Wall would play, where they have like multiple grapple grenades. They'd use the ensnaring slam to suspend people. What people actually did was they'd use Widow Silks. They'd have two grenades. They'd have multiple Threadling grenades to kind of like flush people out of their corners. They also had Threaded Spectre. This combined with the 6th Coyote class item, you'd have two Threaded Spectres, so you could kind of get away from people very easily. You could generate lots of fake radar pings, and whenever your Threaded Spectres were destroyed, they'd spawn those Threadlings. So you'd be able to spam Threadlings a huge amount of time. Paired with the Thread of Evolution fragment here, your Threadlings would travel farther and do more damage. And then you would also have Thread of Generation, so you get your grenades as you damage people. It was a very annoying way to play. Probably one of my favorite ways to play in trials, so deal with like a lot of Peacekeeper Titans, because you kind of play slower, kind of get people away from their barricades. But they did end up nerfing the amount of damage Threadlings do. I think they nerfed how far they travel as well, and they also nerfed Threaded Spectre so that if you're the one who shoots the Threaded Spectre, or if anybody shoots a Threaded Spectre, it won't spawn the actual Threadlings. The only way they'll spawn the Threadlings is if an enemy will run into them. So this combo was nerfed pretty heavily, but it was really strong. We do have an Igneous Hammer conditional loadout, because you need the conditional to deal with people and their bubbles, because Bubble and Well was the best loadout. Whereas like the best two subclasses, you have conditional, deal with that. And then you have your Igneous Hammers to kind of just like plink away and like away from all the people, so that you couldn't just get ran out by the SMGs. I really liked this loadout a lot too, because you'd have Thread of Ascent. So if you ever threw your Threadling grenades, which mind you had multiple charges of, you would get a big bonus to your handling and weapon airborne effectiveness. So your weapons would be a lot quicker to handle. So it's a very powerful thing, as well as if you have a high grenade stat, we have 80 here, which I think will be pretty good. You're able to get that bonus up a lot. So that would also buff the handling of these lower handling weapons. Actually, at the time, conditional was 95 handling, so it was pretty ridiculous. And you'd always spawn with the stasis shot, so it was also really good. And Igneous is still basically the same, except back then I believe there was the artifact mod where you could 2-tap with Golden Tricorn. Now to do that, you need a really high weapon stat, so we're actually going to kind of avoid that. We're just going to use a classic precision instrument roll. But yeah, guys, that's really it. Let's get straight into the gameplay. We have the bug fashion. This is what I call the loadout. I always call it the bug. So yeah, that's really going to be it. Let's get straight into the gameplay. All right, guys. So we got some Twilight Gap. I really do like this this fashion I put together. It's probably one of my favorites all time. I really love the green. I got the green emblem. I got the green loadout. I got the the green Igneous, green setup. One of my favorites. I always called it the bug. None of those Peacekeeper Titans back in the day wanted to play against the bug. Let me tell you. Back then, of course, conditional was way better. It had way more handling, and you'd always spawn with because you'd always spawn with 2 bullets. You were just guaranteed the stasis shot. Oh, that is a good bit of stasis to shoot back up. Someone ran into my clones. That's a good bit of free damage there. Bug right there. The bug. No, we got some decent damage. Again, like, because it's a fake radar ping, people often just run into the clones just unprovoked. And we are using Marksman's dodge instead of Gambler's dodge, just so we can get the dodges up more frequently. So we get a lot of clones that way. Ooh. Let's shoot back up and get our conditional shot, our well-earned conditional shot. Nice. We gotta stay alive here again. The beauty of this build is you can play really safe at range and then you have so many tools to just escape. You got, again, multiple clones, just body block for you. Ooh, that is a trend. I don't like that. We'll just bug him down there. Get the bugs really work on that guy. But again, plus when you pop your grenade, you'll have better. Where's our conditional shot? We'll get out of there. Ooh, they got some like Lumina buffs happening up there. I'm kind of scared. They kind of play your range with Igneous, and then obviously when people try to close the gap on you, a lot of tools kind of fight them off or push them away. It's just there are bugs out there. This guy's still on his healing. They jump on the healing rift, but he's still posted up there. So that Jarang out there is kind of scary. I guess I could have even combined this with a Strand weapon, so I could spawn, what's it called? Threadlings on those repeated hits. But I wanted to stay true to the actual build that was actually there in Lightfall, so I'm going to rock by the Igneous conditional combination. And the obviously the solar shot is a lot worse than the stasis shot in conditional, but it still gets the job done. There we go. Nice. Just drop a clone down there so you can't just easily push through. You can just get out. The clone is just so useful for body blocking all those like hotspots. It does a good bit of damage again, like you ran in there. Just bug him. Oh, he's got one-shot by Ergo Sum. I haven't actually grinded for one of those yet. One of those things I can one-shot. That was a pretty popular thing. That first got popular, I think, right before the expansion. But I haven't actually gotten one of those for myself. So we can hold this bottom spot here. One is 2 tapped, so I don't think he's gonna peek again. There's a lot of things here. Let's just clone up. Okay, there we go. So the clone again, kind of letting us. Oh no, we almost got out as we're dranged. We did get I think an assist from our clone there, which is pretty awesome. I think the real value of the clones now that they can't just be broken immediately for Threadlings is just a body block. So like if you're getting shot in the back, you can just dodge. You can kind of just get away a little bit more easily. As well as the fake radar ping. The fake radar ping is also pretty valuable. Got our conditional out. Perfect. Yeah, the stasis shot, I believe, is completely unchanged. Like, it's still very good. It's just, you can't swap to it as fast, and you don't have as much ammo to work with, like in those days. So again, with our Threat of Ascent here, now our conditional swaps are really fast. Really want that special brick. Get back up here and defend it with our clone. There we go, nice little kill. Nice, we'll get our Strand super over here. We actually flip onto him. I'm actually really bad with this super. That was always my least favorite part of the subclass, is this super. But, well, we get a good super there. Not too bad. Now let's... Oh, we're definitely dead. We're not. That guy's got some good ace shots. He's playing close to the head push. Nice. Show him. Runs away. Now that we have a safe little stockpile of ammo too, we can be a little bit more liberal with our shotgun usage. Oh, bad aim. Well, actually, it wasn't even really bad aim. It was just kind of like I jumped, or I peeked him while I was like in jumping, so I was not able to hit the headshots from airborne weapons. I wish they would allow you to keep the ammo past 3 shots that you generate. I feel like it's a real shame. Conditional that guy, and we can. Again, while Threat of Ascent is up, we can be a little bit more aggressive with our shotgun. Once again, our handling is a little bit better. Steal that guy. Drop that clone in front of him. Ooh, nice. Good job, teammate. Nice little wall there. We can get rid of him with our conditional. Let's get some ammo for our conditional again. Perfect. We're looking good here, guys. This loadout is still pretty effective. Again, the only things that have really changed, I believe, are the damage that the threadlings actually do, and you don't spawn threadlings on destruction of the clone. They have to actually physically run into the clone, I believe, to get the threadlings to spawn from the Dreaded Spectre. We're kind of cooking right now. I mean, it is just, you know, a hand cannon shotgun loadout. This is my bread and butter. Let's throw a little threadling grenade there. We can clone up. Again, you can also like kind of sit on top of your clone and kind of jiggle peek with it, which is very strong as well. Lots of little nippy tricks to do with this loadout. Nice little plays right there. Oh, we still get the kill. Conditional swaps just fast enough to be able to pull that off. I still really do like this shotgun. And it does map, the stasis shot maps. The solar shot is pretty average in terms of shotguns. But that stasis shot still got some juice, man. It still has some juice. If only it was still 95 handling. I wish they would have went a different route in terms of nerfing. But that's what I mean, like, you can lose I believe the clones also, if you're going against a controller player, I believe they all, like, break aim assist. So, like, or aim assist will track onto the clones. So let's say you're, like, sitting next to a clone, and you're going against someone on controller. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the clones, their aim assist will track onto the clone, so they won't be able to shoot you as easily. It'll, like, drag back and forth. So it's a little bit unreliable when you're trying to go against, if you're a controller player trying to fight against the Strand clones. Because you have them so often, you can really take advantage. I think they also, you know what, I think they also did nerf the amount of health. Oh, we're definitely dead to no bomb, right? Oh. That's the connections I've been complaining about in my rant videos. My rant video. But yes, I believe that I think they might have also nerfed the amount of health the Dreaded Spectre also has. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was also a nerf that happened. But good for showing. We got a second super actually, which is pretty rare these days in Control, but nice. Especially with the match not going all the way to time. But the bug strikes again. Awesome. We'll take the 37. That guy with the Drang was actually pretty good. I didn't even see him that much, but we'll take that. Not bad. Alright, one more match with the bug on Eventide Labs. Again, performing a lot better than I initially anticipated. Again, really just the threadling damage and the clone were the main nerfs. I don't even know if I threw my Threaded Spike once that entire last game. We did 2-tap that guy, he is pretty weak. Got some decent damage out there. We can kind of just play our primary. Just try to stay alive. Oh, we missed our conditional shot. I have to remember, if I just throw my grenade, I'll just get the giant chunk 2 handling back. Let's get our free conditional shot there. Always one. Oh, damn! Wait, that was actually a map! Holy crap. I've never seen the solar shot do that once, I feel like. That might have been the best map in the history of conditional solar shots right there. I did not expect that one bit. The stasis shot, that's like an everyday thing, but the solar shot, I don't know, dog. The bug's not able to convert that one. Additional that. Also another good tactic as well is you can shotgun and then dodge backwards, and you'll deal a bunch of damage. But then you'll have something physically in front of you blocking all the shots that you would have taken. So there's a lot more survivability on this build. There we go again. We just blocked the whole burst of his pulse because we had the clone. I think that's why I like using the marksman dodge over the gambler's dodge on this build specifically. I mean, the threaded spike is of course very nice. I'm definitely underutilizing a little bit, but just having your clone up as much as possible is what really makes the build work. We're definitely getting chased by somebody here, yeah. We're surviving somehow. Again, we gotta take all these conditional shots. I don't know if we've had the stasis shot once this match. We've had to use it a lot for our conditional a lot. There's one. Let's bug up. Get some with our bugs. That guy's one to our thread spike. You have a clone to work with. That guy's one. Ah, we got shot on the side. A little bit unlucky there. We do have a lever, so we gotta be a little bit more careful. It's not gonna have a... Ooh, that's a good lightning grenade. Through that. Gonna work our way on the outside here. Shotgun. Show that guy. We go with that guy. Drop a clone to kind of just give us a little body blocker, bodyguard. We'll get out of there. We escape the chaos. We don't have that many abilities, so we gotta play a little bit more cautious here. There's way too many people. Let's just get out of here. Let's get to this wall. Guy's hit for 90. He might be dead. Just gotta reload off, get our conditional out. Kind of run at this guy. Never mind. That guy's too tap. Let's drop a clone. Oh, we can shotgun that guy and just get out of here. Oh wow, yeah, we were just... Wow, the guy in his grapple melee just went up. We just had nowhere to go. I felt like we were running for our lives that entire time. We have not been able to quite build up to a... Oh, nice ignition shots. I say we have not been able to quite build up to a stasis shot yet on our conditional. It's just been... We've been getting ran out the entire time. All good though. Find a way. This guy's gonna peek on the right here. Or maybe not. This guy's at 100. I guess Skylar trying to just health back up. Nice little 3-tap. Gets us our Radiant. Bug him. Drop a clone, stay alive. Oh, and we're shot in the back. Oh, well, our bugs did get somebody, so we'll take that. Whether that was our grenade or our clone. We'll take that. That guy is bowing us. Oh man. That'd be healing her from our teammate though. That guy's so long. Oh man. Got blasted by his Red Death. I feel like we've been surrounded at every turn. We're getting close to another special shot. We'll take that kill. We need that special for our stasis shot. Oh, and we just eat a truth shot. Brutal. Getting shot off spawn. They go towards where their teammates are gone. So just don't get team disease. Let's just watch the over. There's a grenade. Wow, we are just... They're just all over us here. Oh, there's... That's his clone. Nice, good thing we kept our shotgun out. Okay, we just had to have our shotgun out to, like, just defend ourselves. That guy's hit 90. Oh, good shotgun from him. Probably should have expected that when he was jumping up like that. Thought I could get my 3-tap off. 90. Bug. Get him, bugs! Oh, our teammate saved us. Good. That works too. That's one bug. Perfect. Get away from that bow. No, another rocket? Damn, man. Glad his teammate. We really need this special ammo down here so we can stay alive for it. Let's grab that. This guy might have like a radiant or damage boost. He just killed our teammate. Guy is 1. That guy was 1. Oh yeah, he's got a good shot cadence on us. Hit 2 with our melee. No, and he just played barrages us. I don't even know if our shotgun shot would have killed him with the damage reduction from his blade barrage. Let's pop our super here. I don't really know if this is a good idea. Let's just fly in. Screw it. We'll fly in. We'll grapple out. Get me out! We'll take the 1 and leave. We were so dead. We traded with them. Man, this match has not been going our way, but I feel like, considering the circumstances, this could be a lot worse. He must have generated a special shot off that kill, right? Our meter's just... Well, maybe not. Maybe because we died at the same time, we just don't get the special. Even though we killed him with our primary. Let's plug him out. We 2-tapped him, but he has like a 1-eyed mask over shield. And then he's hit 90. Go for his teammates or something. That guy's 2-tapped. Strand melee out of there. Strand thingy out of there. The bugs. Yes, the bugs. Deal with that guy with this heavy. Perfect. Maybe we can chow this thing. No, we choked! We could have gotten them. No. Brutal. Oh, we almost had out. Would have been crispy. I just missed that 1 bullet, man. Brutal. Nice little shots there. Nice little shots there. Perfect. We gotta get our reload off. This guy's got a bow, so we gotta be careful. No! I missed that 2nd bullet. Made a little bit of a run here, actually, at the end of the game, so not too mad, honestly. Let's get him with a bug. MVP? Okay, we'll take that. Not too bad. This build is so much fun, actually. Maybe it is actually still pretty good. I haven't really tried bringing this in, like, trials or anything, but... Yeah, 30? Honestly, not too bad. 11,000 damage. We'll definitely take that. Not too bad. Alright, guys. Yeah, this build is definitely a lot of fun. I think just the classic Igneous conditional combo does still do a bulk of the heavy lifting here, but I think the utility on this build is a lot of fun. Having multiple dodges, aka multiple threaded specters, is very good defensively. Obviously, you can dodge backwards as you're getting shot, and then your clone will block all the fire coming in front of you. Having multiple grenades, even though the threading grenade is nerfed, it is still nice to be able to throw it at somebody who's maybe hiding behind a wall while they're weak to kind of just flush them out. Having multiple grenades like that is pretty useful. And of course, the grenade also does give you extra weapon handling and airborne effectiveness for, I believe, around 15 seconds. So, like, the grenade has multiple uses of utility, not just for the threadlings themselves, but of course the threat of ascent. You get your grenades back a lot quicker. If my build was even better, I'd have like 100 grenade, and then obviously with the threat of generation, you're building up those grenades a lot more quickly, even faster than the passive cooldown. I think my least favorite part of the build is the super. The super is definitely a little bit weak. A lot of the best players in trials, like if it's super time, they'll throw on like a Vorpal Rose or like a Vorpal Primary, so you can kind of team the super down really easily. But it does have nice movement. It is pretty fun. But overall, lots of fun with this build, but obviously not quite what it used to be. So thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.